Hello everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. In case we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body flow, so find a little bit of space to move and let's get started. We will begin today in just a nice comfy seat, and you might place your hands on your knees or in your lap. You can let your eyes close when you're ready to do so. And then with a slow, deep breath in, bring some length into your spine. And a deep breath out, letting your shoulders fall from your ears, and do that again. A deep breath in and out. So that one more time, a slow, deep inhale as you sit even taller. And then let it all go. Letting the shoulders fall from your ears. Just take a moment to check in with how you are feeling so far today. Softening through your forehead, your cheeks, and then keeping your spine nice and long, sitting nice and tall. Start to let your head tip over towards your right shoulder, leading with your ear. As your head tips over to the side, you might even lift your chin up ever so slightly. A very small, gentle movement. And then you might let your chin start to tip down, maybe towards your shoulder. A very small, gentle movement. And then just bring your chin back to a neutral place so it's just shining forward. And you can lift your head back up and tip it over to the other side, leading with your ear first. And then maybe the chin will lift a touch away from the shoulder first. And then maybe it will start to tip down towards the shoulder. A nice, smooth, slow movement. Letting the chin start to lift back up to that neutral place where your head's just tipping over to the side, leading with your ear again. And then start to bring your whole head and your ears back up, back to center. You can take another moment here, just notice how you're feeling any sensation starting to flow through your neck, your shoulders, down your spine. And then whenever you're ready, you can start to open your eyes. We're going to move into tabletop onto our hands and knees. Once you get there, spread your fingers out a little bit wider. Maybe give your hips a gentle sway side to side. And then we'll start to kind of rock our body forwards and back a few times, just gently pushing your palms down, stretching the wrists a little bit. It can be a very small rock forwards and back. But then the next time your shoulders come over top of your wrists, just keep them there. Start to tuck your toes if they're not already, and then we'll lift our knees up and into downward facing dog. Take a slow, deep breath in and out. Maybe starting to pedal the feet a little bit, lift and lower the heels, bend and straighten the knees, all the while pushing into your hands. Let your head get a little heavier, looking towards your feet or your knees. And then with the next inhale you take, start to look forwards. As you exhale, walk to the top of your mat. Take as many steps as you'd like. Once you reach the top, start to inhale for a half lift. Lift your chest halfway up. Bring some length into your spine. Exhale as you fold and bend your knees. Bring your chest towards your knees. Inhale. Find your way all the way up. Reach up. As you exhale, let your arms fall to your sides. Take a shoulder roll. Spread your fingers wide. Big inhale to reach up. Exhale, let's slowly fold all the way back down. As you inhale, lift your chest halfway up. Exhale, folding, bend your knees. Inhale, come all the way up to standing again, reaching up. Exhale, let your arms fall to your sides. Spread your fingers, maybe take a shoulder roll. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale to fold back down. Inhale for another half lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale all the way up to standing again, reaching up. Exhale, let your arms fall to your sides. One more shoulder roll if you want it. Spread your fingers wide though, and then inhale to reach up. As you exhale, folding back down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale as you fold. We're going to plant our hands and step our feet back and into downward facing dog with our feet coming closer together. You can start to lift your right foot up any amount. Maybe it's really high and you bend your knee. Push into your hands into your left foot. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, let your right foot come down and inhale your left foot up any amount. Maybe so high that the knee wants to bend. Push into your hands, push into your right foot. Stay for an inhale. As you exhale, your left foot can come down next to your right one. Take an inhale to look forwards. Exhale, walking your feet back to the top of your mat, as many steps as you'd like. Once you get there, inhale, half lift. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, all the way up. Reach up. Stay reaching up. And as you exhale, fold slowly all the way down. Inhale into a half lift. Exhale as you fold. We're going to plant our hands, step your feet back into your downward dog with your feet nice and close together. Take an inhale, lift your right foot up, but start to look forwards. We're going to bring that right foot all the way between our hands into a lunge. Help it get there. Set up a lunge where you're on the ball of your back foot. You can lower your knee if you want to, or you can keep it lifted. Take a breath here. Maybe we'll get a little lighter through the hands, but keep your chest low, close to your front knee. So maybe your hands will stay down. Maybe your hands will come close to the shoulders. Take another inhale, waking up the legs. As you exhale, hands come down if they're lifted. Look forwards a bit and then bring your back foot to the top of your mat. Inhale as you lift halfway up. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Take your feet back into your downward dog with your feet side by side. Inhale your left foot up, looking forwards. As you exhale, bring that foot all the way up into your lunge. Adjust your feet. Stay on the ball of that back foot. Maybe your knee is coming down though. Maybe it's staying lifted. Keep your chest low, look down. Your hands can stay supporting you. Your hands can start to float, waking up the legs. Push into your feet. Breathe. Stay here for an inhale. Plant your hands as you exhale from your lunge. Look forwards a little bit. Exhale, bring your back foot to the top of your mat. Inhaling into a half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up to standing, reaching up. Stay reaching up. And let an exhale bring you all the way back down. Slow, slow, slow. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Planting your hands, taking your feet back and into your downward dog again. With your feet nice and close together. Inhale your right foot up. Look forwards. We're going to try to bring our right foot to the outside of our right hand. So slowly start to go there. Help your foot get there. Setting up a lizard lunge. Your knee can come down or it can stay lifted. So we've got our right foot on the edge of our mat, our hands under the shoulders, sinking into the hips. You can relax a little bit here if you've got your back knee down. Get a nice hip stretch if you want to work a little more, wake up the legs a little more. Keep your knee lifted, chest low, looking down. Take a nice big breath. Nice work, you guys. Hands planted. We're going to try to bring our back foot all the way to the outside edge of the left hand, the left mat. So you might tuck your toes, push into your hands. The knee might lift. You might take a bunch of little baby steps or one big step. Bring your foot to the outside edge of your mat if possible. Help it get there. And then inhale. Come all the way up to standing. You can start to reach your arms up. As you exhale, let your arms fall to your sides. So our feet are on the edges of our mat. Turn your toes out slightly. Start to bend your knees. Come into a low squat. As low as you can go. Feel your hips. Take a breath. Maybe strengthening the quads depending on how low you've gone or how high you still are. But using your next inhale to find your way back up to standing. We're just going to step our feet in. Maybe a little shake of the legs. Roll your shoulders back. Take an inhale as you reach up. Exhale as you fold forwards. Inhale, lifting halfway up. Exhale, fold to plant your hands, stepping your feet back to your down dog with your feet together. Inhaling your left foot up, look forwards, look to the outside of your left hand. That's where we're going to bring our left foot. Help it get there. Adjust so you're balanced, you're good, you're feeling centered. Hands under the shoulders. If you want to bring your knee down, bring it down. If you want to keep it lifted, keep it lifted. Feel your hips, feel your legs. We're going to be bringing our right foot to the outside of the right hand. Maybe one big step, maybe a bunch of little steps. You've got to push into the hands. You've got to push into that left foot and then see how close you can get your foot to the outside of the right hand. And then once you do get there, inhale, come all the way up to standing, maybe reaching the arms up and let them fall to your side. One more squat. Feet wide, toes out a little bit. Bend the knees. Maybe you stay pretty high. Great place to be. Any kind of squat that feels good on your legs, on your hips. Take a moment, take a breath. Malasana. Let your next inhale bring you back up to standing. You can step your feet back in, maybe a little shake of the legs, roll your shoulders back. Inhale as you reach up, exhale, fold back down. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold. We're gonna plant our hands, step the feet back into down dog. This time doesn't matter how close your feet are together. Just push into your hands, send your hips high. Let your head be heavy. Stay for an inhale. As you exhale, bring your knees down and maybe out wide and find your child's pose. Bring your big toes together. And then start to bring your chest down, your forehead, relaxing through your arms and shoulders. And take a moment to slow down your breath. Softening through your forehead, through your cheeks. Do a scan of your body all the way from your toes to your fingertips. Feel free to stay here a little bit longer, or you can start to lift your forehead back up. Just walk your hands in a little bit so that you can find tabletop. Bring your knees in. Maybe take a gentle sway of the hips side to side, and then we'll sit down so you can bring your legs out in front of you, keeping the knees bent. You might wrap your arms around your legs or hold your knees. But a gentle rock side to side might feel good. You can keep your knees together. You can let your knees fall out wide, making a diamond shape with the legs, getting into the hips. And inhale to lengthen through the spine. Stay sitting nice and tall. Or you could tip forwards a little bit. Maybe bringing your hands to the ground in front of your feet or around the feet. Letting your shoulders fall away from your ears. And then just using an inhale to lift if you're folding forwards. Bring your knees back together if you brought them out wide, maybe a little bit of a squeeze. And then we can lay down on our backs. You might bring your knees towards your chest or keep your feet down. But a gentle rock side to side. Might feel good on your back. And then if you do have your feet lifted, bring them down to the ground. Keeping your knees bent, you might scooch the feet out wide and let the knees tip to the middle. You might turn your toes so they're pointing in slightly, so your feet are kind of on an angle a little bit, pointing to the middle of your mat. Feeling a gentle rotation through the hips. And then if you have your knees tipping together, your feet out a little wider, just open up the knees, bring the feet back a little bit closer together. relaxing through the hips. And then sending your legs out long, one leg and then the other. Your feet out wide. Resting your arms somewhere comfy as well. And settling right into your Shavasana. Staying here for as long as you have time for. Thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, namaste.